Hollow Knight speedruns are a very fun and exciting thing, but the main categories tend to be a bit too grounded and serious in nature. If we want to witness the speedrunning community's creativity and, let's be honest, pure chaos level brought to its full potential, we need to look somewhere else. Today, I'm taking you on a guided tour through the land of Hollow Knight meme categories, or as they're also called by boring people, the category extensions. Anyways, let's get into it. Firstly, what is a meme category? We've talked a lot about meme categories on this channel before. Categories like Zero Geo or All Stag Stations that don't have beating the game as their main objective, or do but have like a special twist to it. Today I picked out some more meme categories that I'd like to show you. Starting out strong, we have the Spellless Hollow Knight Any % category. The goal of the Spellless category is to beat the game without picking up any spells. But Blue, focus is a No. Beating the game without picking up spells is actually pretty straightforward, except for one little thing. Introducing the Green Path Balder, also known as the guy that will make you cry in this category. So believe it or not, there is actually two different ways to kill the Balder. The first one involves using the Dream Shield, which takes quite a long time to get, but results in a pretty easy kill of the Balder. The second method is much harder, but of course it's this one that runners of the category opt to use. You see, if you have the Long Nail charm equipped, you can actually do frame-perfect nail turnarounds and kill the Balder. The Elder Balder enemy has 60 HP, which means you would need to hit them 12 times with a frame-perfect nail hit to kill them. That number can be brought down to 7 when you overcharm Long Nail with Fury of the Fallen. As you can see, the early game of this category is starting to look really different from anything else. Let's take Sawayoshi's world record of the category as an example. The runner starts off by picking up Fury of the Fallen, followed by going through the crossroads and benching at the Crossroads Stag Station. Here, they equip Fury, kill the False Knight, and pick up the City Crest as well as the 200 Geo from the chest. Since the entire point of the category is to avoid picking up spells, they quit out immediately instead of going to the Ancestral Mound. From here, Sawa goes down and to the right, kills the Gruzmother, and takes an intentional death. This is of course to set up a shade skip to reach Salubra, since they don't have the dash ability yet. Once they perform the shade skip, they buy the Long Nail for 300 Geo and return to the Crossroads Stag Bench. And now it is time for the Balder kill, which is something that Sawa has completely figured out, even using the Balder staggers to get 2 hits upon each successful execution of the trick. Once they're in the area, they bench at the waterfall and then get Mothwing Cloak as per usual. But the interesting routing isn't over. Since Sawa hasn't gotten the Ancestral Mound bench, it's actually faster for them to enter the Fungal Wastes through Green Path instead of the Crossroads. On the way down, believe it or not, they actually fight the massive Moss Charger as a fast source of Geo. The reason they're getting so much Geo in the category is because they want to afford the Fragile Strength Charm as well as a nail upgrade on top of the regular any % Geo expenses. When they buy Strength from Leg Eater, they also get the bench as an anchor point to quit out to after they get Claw. After they've picked up Mantis Claw, the run essentially continues as a regular any % run, with the exception of them getting an extra nail upgrade before the Watchers fight. The upgrade from the Broken Nail to the Sharpened Nail brings Sawayoshi's damage output from 5 to 9 per hit. As soon as they equip Fragile Strength, which they had bought previously in the run, they bring their damage output up by another 50%, landing it at around 13.5, which the game rounds up to 14. Provided they are able to hit both the Watchers at the same time as much as possible with their nail, the speed of the fight doesn't change too drastically. Following the defeat of the Watcher Knights, the run continues on as usual. Sawa purchases the Lumafly Lantern, then goes into Peak and gets the Crystal Heart. Now, they're off to the archives. In the Umu fight, they use a strat of up-slashing followed by down-slashing to keep Umu in place and allow them to get as many hits as possible per cycle. Surprisingly enough, they're still able to 2-cycle with their heightened nail damage output. They do Queen's Garden's acid skip and move on into the area. The Fireball makes the Petra Arena a little bit tricky, but overall the area is pretty much the same. They get Hera the Beast, and now it's time to finish off the run. Sawa defeats the Hollow Knight and finishes off the run in 44 minutes and 8 seconds, which is a really impressive time. The only way I really see this time going down all that much is if someone starts overcharming Fury of the Fallen with strength. This would bring your nail damage from 14 to 24 and speed up a lot of the fights. So, you might remember that I'm the world record holder of Aluba percent, the dumb meme category where you kill an Aluba as quickly as possible. But believe it or not, Aluba percent isn't the only category involving Alubas. Introducing Altuba percent? I have no idea how to pronounce this. I know this category sounds really dumb, but trust me, it is genuinely really interesting and kinda cursed to be honest. Not only does the category have a lot of dark deepness, but it also has Spore Shroom? What am I looking at? So in case you don't know, the goal of Altuba percent is to kill 2 different Alubas as quickly as possible. Now what makes this interesting is the placement of the second Aluba. The second Aluba is located in the middle of the Queen's Gardens. But we'll get to all the fun parts in just a second. Quatopine, the well-established meme speedrunner and world record holder of Altuba percent, has given me permission to take a look at his run for this video. So let's just get into it. The run, unsurprisingly, starts off like an Aluba percent run. In short, you get Vengeful Spirit and dash as quickly as possible. Something unique about this run is that you don't need Geo whatsoever. This allows Quato to skip stuff like Vengefly King, which is usually killed in any percent as a quick source of 65 Geo. After he defeats Hornet, he dashes over to the Lake of Un, jumps, fireballs the Aluba, and then immediately quits out once he's killed it. Now, the path to the second Aluba is what makes this category special. Quato makes his way into the Fungal Wastes, cleanly performs the Explosion Pogo as well as the Mantis Pogo, and picks up the Mantis Claw. After Claw, Quato moves on to the bottom left of the Fungal Wastes and goes into deep- Wait, where are you going? Why are you picking up Spore What? Huh? Trust me, this will all make sense in just a second. To explain this, let's look forward into the run a little bit. The Aluba in Queen's Gardens is located right outside the White Lady's Den. So you might be wondering how we're gonna get in there without having the Shade Cloak and defeating the Traitor Lord. Well, that same room connects with the second frog room, and at the top of the frog side of the room, there is a grub. Now, if you just had a projectile that could travel through walls, say, Shade Soul, you would be able to fireball the Aluba from that side. This is where Spore Shroom comes in. If you time the Aluba drifting around with a Spore Shroom cloud from the other side of the wall, you can actually kill it from that side. This, provided we get there, allows us to kill the second Aluba with only Spore Shroom and Claw. And keep that, provided we get there, in mind as we go back to where we were in the run. After picking up Spore Shroom, Quato makes his way into Deep Nest, and as you might have expected, it's gonna be Dark Deep Nest time. If you remember my video on the All Stag Station speedrun, the Deep Nest done in this category is about the same. You have to make it all the way from the Hot Spring, up through Mask Maker and into Queen's Gardens. Aside from the pitch black darkness, the enemies trying to knock you off your path, and the punishing hazard respawns, there's yet another problem. Getting into Queen's Gardens from the Mask Maker's side requires wings usually. Since we don't have wings, we have to pogo one of the spiders trying to chase us in pitch black darkness to get to the top. I've done this before and let me tell you, it is not an easy maneuver. If you manage to complete this, you still have to do the Queen's Gardens arena with absolutely zero equipment, as well as getting through the frogs without dying on low health. And even if you manage all that, you still need to hope that the Aluba floats into position properly so that you can kill it. Quato reaches the Aluba at 16:39 on the timer, and only 4 seconds later, the Aluba flies into position and he's able to kill it.
So fucking stupid. I mean, I guess it's Rookie.
Something the 2 categories I just showed you have in common is that they're both on the category extensions leaderboard on speedrun.com. But some speedrun categories are too weird or obscure to be put on that leaderboard. Introducing the Extended Category Extensions leaderboard sheet. Maintained by Quacksilver, the category extension sheet is home for all of the weirdest and most wonderful meme categories, including, but not limited to, low percent true ending, yes, this one is here, all Elderbug dialogue, all Geo Rocks,
Nice
low
percent,
percent,
all
all
Hollow
Bindals,
Steel Master's Glory,
all Hot
Mark of
Springs,
Pride percent,
Nos
all
percent,
Keys, Marmu
Krog,
percent,
all
percent,
Unbreakable
Zero
Charms,
Geo,
Salubra's
Format
any
Shards,
percent,
all
Gaslight,
Binding, Spellless,
Gate,
True Ending,
Enraged
Girlboss,
Guardian
21
percent,
Rancid
Ghostbusters
X,
percent,
Empty Hull,
Vessel
Grass
Fragment,
Eats Me Too,
Lifeblood
Lifeblood
Core
Max
percent,
Florist
Florist
percent,
BDS Emilish. What the fuck? The list goes on. Oh my god, I love this community.